Hey everyone, welcome back to Jackie English Channel. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Emma. Great to have you here today.
So Emma, it's like 7 p.m., you just got off work and you rush into the supermarket.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know that feeling. You're tired. You just want to grab stuff and go home.
Exactly. But then you need to ask where something is or you need to check the price.
And suddenly your brain just goes blank. Haha, I've totally been there.
Right. So today we're going to fix that. We're talking about supermarket English for A2 learners.
And we're keeping it simple. Just the most useful words and phrases you actually need.
If you find this helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with a friend who's learning English.
All right, let's get started.
So Emma, imagine you walk into a supermarket. It's big, lots of sections.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, where do I even start?
Exactly. That's why knowing the section names is actually more useful than just knowing product names.
Oh, that makes sense. So, instead of saying, I need broccoli, you ask, where is the vegetable section?
Right. But we don't usually say vegetable section. We say produce section.
Produce. That's fresh fruits and vegetables, right?
Exactly. So you can ask, where is the produce section?
Got it. What about bread and cakes?
That's the bakery. You can say, is the bakery over there?
And milk, cheese, yogurt?
That's dairy. You can say, I'm looking for dairy products.
Dairy? Okay. And frozen food, like ice cream or frozen vegetables?
Just say frozen foods or frozen section. Like, where are the frozen foods?
Okay. And when you're ready to pay?
That's the checkout. You can ask, where is the checkout?
So, produce, bakery, dairy, frozen, checkout. That's actually really simple.
Exactly. If you know these 5 words, you can find almost anything.
So, for listeners, think of one section you always visit. Say it out loud. Produce, bakery, dairy.
Great practice. Okay, now, what if you can't find something? What do you say?
Oh, haha. I usually just walk around looking confused.
Yeah, but it's way easier to just ask. There are 3 super useful phrases.
Okay, I'm ready.
First one, I'm looking for, just add the item. Like, I'm looking for eggs.
Simple. And the second one?
Do you have, do you have oat milk?
Okay. And the third?
Where can I find, where can I find rice?
Oh, wow. So those 3 cover almost every situation.
Exactly. And here's a tip. If you don't know the exact word, just describe it.
Like, do you have a kind of brown bread?
Perfect. Or where can I find a soft drink? You don't need to know the brand name.
That's so helpful. I always thought I needed to know every product name.
Nope. These 3 phrases, I'm looking for, do you have, where can I find, they work every time.
Okay, listeners, pick something you often buy. Say, I'm looking for, and add that word. Try it now.
All right, next, let's talk about quantities. Because saying, I want water is good, but
saying, a bottle of water sounds way more natural.
exactly. So here are the big 4. A bottle of, a bag of, a carton of, a pack of.
Okay, so a bottle of is for liquids, right?
Yep. A bottle of water, a bottle of juice.
And a bag of is for things like apples or chips?
Right. A bag of apples. A bag of chips?
And a carton of is for milk?
Yep, a carton of milk or a carton of orange juice.
Got it. And a pack of is for things in packages?
Right. A pack of noodles, a pack of cookies.
Okay, listeners, quick quiz. How do you say milk? Apples? Noodles?
A carton of milk, a bag of apples, a pack of noodles. Nice.
All right. Now, let's talk about something really useful for evening shopping. Discounts.
Oh, yeah. Because in the evening, a lot of supermarkets have sales on fresh stuff.
Exactly. You see those yellow stickers? 30% off or something.
Right. So, first, how do you ask the price? Super simple. How much is this?
And if it's more than one thing?
How much are these? Notice is for one, are for more than one.
Got it. And to ask about a discount?
Just say, is it on sale? That's the easiest way.
On sale. Okay. What if I want to ask if there's any discount today?
You can say, do you have any discounts today?
Nice. And if I see a good price, I can say,
That's a good deal. Supernatural.
okay, so how much is this? Is it on sale? That's a good deal. Simple.
Exactly. Now, the final step. You're at the checkout. This is where people get nervous.
Oh, yeah. Because the cashier talks fast, and you're like, wait, what?
Right. So let's break it down. First question, cash or card?
Okay, so I just say, card please, or cash please?
Exactly. Or you can say, I'll pay by card.
Got it. And they might ask, do you need a bag?
Right? You can say, yes, please, or no bag, thanks.
And what about the receipt?
Just say, can I have a receipt, please?
Okay, so card or cash, bag or no bag, receipt or no receipt. That's it.
Exactly. Let's practice. Emma, you're the cashier. Ask me those 3 questions.
Okay, cash or card?
Card, please.
Do you need a bag?
No bag, thanks.
Would you like a receipt?
Yes, please.
Perfect. See? That took like 5 seconds.
Exactly. Okay, listeners, your turn. Say those 3 answers out loud. Card, no bag, yes, receipt.
All right. Now, let's put it all together. Jackie, let's do a mini conversation from start to finish.
Okay, so I walk into the supermarket. I need eggs and milk.
Great. So first, you look for the dairy section.
Right. I ask someone, excuse me, where is the dairy section?
They say, it's over there next to the produce.
I say, thank you. Then I go there and grab a carton of milk.
And you see eggs on sale. Yellow sticker.
I think, oh, that's a good deal. I grab them.
Then you go to the checkout.
The cashier asks, cash or card?
You say, card, please.
She asks, do you need a bag?
You say, no bag, thanks.
She asks, would you like a receipt?
You say, yes, please.
And you're done. You walked in, found what you needed, paid, and left. All in English.
Exactly. And honestly, it's not that hard once you know these phrases.
Right? You don't need to know every product name. You don't need perfect grammar.
You just need to know how to ask, how to describe, and how to pay.
Exactly. And honestly, you know what? I want to share something personal here.
Oh? What happened?
So, a few years ago, I was living in the UK for a short time, and one evening I went to a supermarket.
Okay.
I wanted to buy oat milk. You know, the kind in the carton.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find it, and I didn't know the word oat milk at the time.
Oh no.
So I stood there, holding my phone, trying to translate it, and I felt so embarrassed.
I totally get that feeling. It's like your brain just freezes.
Yeah, and in the end, I just grabbed regular milk and left.
Ah. But you know what? That happens to everyone.
Right? And that's why I think learning these simple phrases is so important.
Exactly. Because if you'd known, where can I find oat milk? You would have been fine.
Exactly. Or even just, do you have a kind of plant-based milk?
Right. You don't need perfect words. You just need a way to ask.
Exactly. So listeners, if you're feeling stuck, or if you're worried about shopping in English,
Just start with one phrase. Tonight, when you go to the supermarket, use, where can I find?
that's it. Just one phrase. And you'll see you're more capable than you think.
You really are. And honestly, every time you try, you get a little bit better.
Exactly. Okay, so let's quickly recap. Emma, what did we cover today?
We covered 5 section names: produce, bakery, dairy, frozen, checkout.
Right. And 3 ways to ask for things,
I'm looking for, do you have, where can I find?
and packaging words.
A bottle of, a bag of, a carton of, a pack of?
Great. And discounts?
How much is this? Is it on sale? That's a good deal.
And at checkout?
Card, please. No bag, thanks. Can I have a receipt, please?
Perfect. That's everything. Now, here's a question for you, our listeners.
Yeah. We want to know, if you go to the supermarket tonight, what's one thing you want to learn how to say in English?
Maybe it's a specific product or a question you always want to ask. Leave it in the comments.
And we might make a whole episode just answering your requests. So, yeah, let us know.
All right. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who's learning English.
And remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be brave enough to try.
Exactly. Every time you use a phrase, you're getting better, you're doing great.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. This has been Jackie English Channel.
See you next time.
See you next time.